For 17 is on the left-hand side, you need to combine like terms. 3x plus 6x is 9x minus 10 greater than 9x minus 9. Then to solve, subtract 9x. They cancel. You're left with negative 10 is greater than negative 9. So with these inequalities, you do have to be a little more careful because especially with negatives, you've got to see if this is actually true or false. Is negative 10 bigger than negative 9? No. This is false. So that's why it's no solution. And then for 18, you have to distribute. You get negative 15x plus 9 is greater than or equal to negative 15x plus 5. Add 15x to both sides. Cancels on the left, cancels on the right.
Why going so fast?
Because you should already have this done. You should be this is like going over it to check it. So then you have 9 is greater than or equal to 5. So then you have to ask yourself, is 9 greater than or equal to 5? Yes, it is. 9 is greater than 5, so that's why it's all real numbers or all solutions, infinite solutions, something like that. So with these inequalities, you do have to be very, 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 very careful and check them. Any questions on those two?
Nope, not right there.
All right, 19. Now we are on to our compound inequalities. 19 is going to be like an and. To solve for x, I would add 5 in the middle. If I add 5 in the middle, I have to add 5 on the left and add 5 on the right. So it cancels from the middle. Negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5, less than or equal to. Bring down the 5x. Bring down the less than or equal to. 20 plus 5 is 25. To get x by itself in the middle, this is 5 times x, so I would divide by 5. In the middle, on the left, and on the right. I'm dividing by a positive number, so you leave your inequalities alone, and you get negative 1, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 5. So there's my solution. The graph of this, you put negative 1 on the left, 5 on the right, because negative 1 is the smallest. Negative 1 gets a closed circle. 5 gets a closed circle, and x is in between, so it's whatever's in between. That's what the graph should look like. I will tell you, I can guarantee that they'll have negative 1 with a closed circle, 5 with a closed circle going in the opposite directions. So you've got to be careful and really take a look at these graphs and be multiple choice is nice sometimes. Last one. We have an or. With these ors, you have to solve each of them one at a time. So for number 20, I'm going to solve this 5x minus 7 is less than negative 7. I'm going to solve that one first. So I'm going to add 7. I get 5x is less than. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. And then I divide by 5. 0 divided by 5 is 0. So I have x is less than 0. And over here, I'm going to subtract 1. 4x is greater than 8. Divide by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I have x is greater than 2. So there are my solutions. Now to graph them, same thing. The smallest number is 0. The biggest number is 2. For the 0, I have an open circle. For the 2, I have an open circle. And this says x is less than 0. So less than 0 means it goes to the left. Greater than 2 means it goes to the right. And that's what your graph should look like. Okay, today you have another review. I need to keep this stuff nice and fresh in your brain.